Back, we continue right here live on Pittsburgh CW. Bob Pompeani, Gene Collier with you at 412-575-2600. Joined by a lot of people tonight, including Mike in Baldwin Township. Hey, Mike, how are you?
Fine. Bob, how are you and Gene doing tonight?
We're good, thank you.
Change the subject for a second. I'd like to talk Penguins.
Okay, good. Refreshing
need
topic.
For a third and fourth line center. Do you think the Pens would have any interest in Shane Doan? I know he's still out there.
He's too old.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm not looking in that direction. I think Jim Rutherford, I don't know about you, Jim. Thanks for the call, man. I think Jim Rutherford has something up his sleeve, and it may take a while to execute it.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have that question answered till November, December, even later. And I think the answers could be, in-house.
John in Johnstown is on the sports call. He's there right now. What's up, John?
How you doing, Brother Bob and Brother Gene? Well, first of all, brother, what a terrible lineup. Why isn't Jay Hay playing? Hurdle does not care, Brother Bob. I don't care. He's got to go. Fire him. A terrible lineup. Play your best. This series is important. And that's all I got to say to you and Brother Gene. Good people. God bless you, brother.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, I don't know how important the series is, but the lineup is curious. I'm certain Clint Hurdle will have a good reason for this after the game. He always does.
I mean, he could look at the splits and find out that the numbers are one way, or I don't know what they look at. But I also believe at this point of the year, you got to play your best players, and Harrison is your best player over Rodriguez. So I would have done it regardless of what that number says. If you go by that strictly all the time, you'll never play some of your star players against better pitchers because they don't have good numbers. You have to at some point trust your player, and that's why I didn't like that move tonight. Let's go to Mary Kay in Munhall. What's up, Mary Kay?
Hey, Bob and Gene, you're the best in Pittsburgh.
I always love having Gene on my side.
Hey, I just wanted to vent my frustration.
Go ahead.
I have been a Pirates fan since the 60s. I've seen them win 3 World Series. And it just breaks my heart to see Nuttig running them to the ground and not wanting to do anything to better them. And it really upsets me to see that Clint Hurdle, who's one of the best managers around, is the scapegoat. That's all I got to say.
Well, and I think you can tell. Thanks, Mary Kay. Gene, in some of his post-game press conference here recently, Gene Collier, Clint Hurdle has been in a situation where he has come close to saying, what do you want me to do? I don't have anyone better on my team. That's what he wanted to say. He came close to saying it, but he didn't say it. But you know what I mean? I think the frustration is getting to him.
Yeah, I think you can see a little bit in his body language and the way he responds to things. It's a good observation.
And
good phone call, too.
Quite frankly, Gene, what do they have in their system that makes you think they can do it within their system? And the other thing, the problem here is, everyone talks about money in L.A. and Chicago and all these. They also have a good foundation. They draft good. They bring in guys who they use sometimes as assets to bring in other guys. They don't necessarily have them all developed.
Yeah, no,
and
if you look up and down the Dodgers roster, they have a lot of homegrown players. And, I mean, to answer your question, I suppose the answers are, or the hope is with the minor league pitchers, still Glasnow and Kingham and of course, Austin Meadows. I mean, these guys, at least in theory, are going to save this team at some point, but they're prospects, and by the very nature of being prospects, they're also suspects.
Lou in Fox Chapel joins us on the sports call. Hey, Lou.
Hi, guys. It seems to me that the fans of today are different than they used to be. They go for entertainment. They're satisfied with a team that maybe plays 500 balls. They like to bring dogs and babies and like bobbleheads and so forth. Meanwhile, the owners are sitting with the value of these teams going up and up and up. They're going to have a huge capital gain someday.
There's no doubt.
I don't know what we can do about it, but what do you guys think?
Well, that's why Bob Nutting's not going to sell it, and if he does, and when he does, he'll make a huge profit based on where he got it. But there is, and people do love events. All you have to do is look at Mayweather and McGregor to know that people like events. They don't necessarily want to see the best of the best go at it, although that's always attractive to me, Gene. But I still think the best way to promote your product and the best way ultimately to make more money is to have a winning team. And to do that, you've got to put money into the product.
Especially in Pittsburgh. You have to win or you're not going to be a fan.
Sooner or later, it becomes apathetic, and you don't want that. Angry is one thing, apathy is another. We're going to take a break, come back with more right here on Pittsburgh CW.